Hi, it's Ranbir. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you're new to my work, I'll tell you a little bit about myself real quick. I've been a life strategies coach since 2009. I'm an author and a speaker, and I am the mom of two incredible sons, and I'm raising them on the west coast of Canada with my husband. So this was a quite an intense week for me. I had a lot going on, and when I was trying to think of what to talk to you about for today's episode, whether you're listening on the podcast or you're watching on YouTube, I thought I'd give you a tip that I use, and I've shared it a number of times this week and last week, and I feel like it's something I'm sharing a lot with coaching clients and with group coaching and so on. So I thought it'd be a cool thing to share with you here for adults and kids alike. This works quite well. So right now we're all going through different times, and all of us are going through these different times in different ways, and it can become quite a drag and quite a struggle. And we're used to being able to plan ahead, like in spring break, we're going to go here or have this. And there's so many unknowns right now. So it's hard for a lot of people to anchor. So what I have been suggesting, which I'm going to share with you now, is a different way to plan. And it's a really easy tool to use. So whether you have kids and you want to use this with them, or whether it's just for you, what you should do is at the end of every day or at the start of every morning is simply plan the day then. So plan what you're going to do for your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner. Plan the things that you need to get done that day. Plan your workout, plan whatever, but only plan it one day at a time, which may seem counterintuitive because we're sort of conditioned to plan the whole week, the whole year, the whole whatever. And that's just not working right now for a lot of things, just because of the current state of affairs. So the cool thing about planning one day at a time and living in that sort of moment is it allows you to build trust and reliability with the self. So when you actually plan something and you follow through with it, you learn to trust yourself. You become, more in that state of alignment with your true power. But sometimes when we plan out the whole week and 5 days in advance, and Thursday comes along and you can't do that thing that you had planned and thought was so important, and you give up on it, then you feel like a failure, and then you go down this inner critic chaos that can happen where we just start to spin our wheels and we don't make any progress at all because we're so busy beating ourselves up for what we didn't do. But know that when we take the time to beat ourselves up for what we didn't do, we are in fact serving our inner critic. We are for sure following through with a plan and a program. It's just not one that serves your higher self. So when you look at this from the kids' perspective, because their lives have been turned upside down, and I don't think there's enough conversation about what they're going through, because we just say, oh, kids are resilient, they'll get through it, it's no problem. But when we sit back and sort of think about their lives too, they have the same situation where they might have been planning for a hockey tournament or a basketball tournament or different events and birthdays, and all that sort of stuff is kind of fallen fallen to the side. You can allow yourself to teach them how to do this too, because they really need to have these small wins. The cool thing about every single small win, like I said, is it builds your confidence, it builds trust in yourself, it builds reliability, and it makes you feel congruent because you're doing what you said you were going to do. You're following through, and it feels really good to live like that. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet today, because I think when you take this away and you practice it and actually practice it, don't just think about it. If you're going to have a really busy day and you're not going to get much done, be realistic and put that in your day plan. So my plan for yesterday I knew that I wouldn't have time to do a whole lot. So I had planned for that. I knew I'd had a very packed day. So my plan was to do my packed day and to get a takeout meal because that's the meal that I was going to have, and so on and so forth. So I didn't end the day feeling like I'd failed because I hadn't made a healthy meal or I hadn't, you know, done XYZ. I was honest and true about what I needed to do that day and I got it done, and I give myself that grace. So try it out. Let me know how it goes for you. Live in that 24-hour compartment. Plan for the 24-hour compartment. And realistically, it's not 24 hours. You're asleep one third of that. So you don't have to plan for all of that time and you don't have to plan by the minute. Like I said, all I'd like you to do is think about what are the most important things you need to do in the next 24 hours. Put them on your list. Um, or that you will do. You know you can follow through with. Think about maybe one of the meals. Maybe you're going to have a toast with almond butter. You can put that on your 24-hour list, and guess what? The brain's going to say she ate toast with almond butter. I can trust her. Oh, she said she was going to make that phone call. She did it. I can trust her. And that just helps you build and build and build all that good confidence and reliability. Let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for sticking with me today and for taking in this small bite-sized tip. And if you liked this episode, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment and like it and share it with your friends and family. Because when you share these sorts of things, it helps the small business like mine that's trying to make a big difference in the world. It helps me in a big, big way. So I really, really, truly appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Thank you.